What's up, world? I'm Josh Johnson, and Donald Trump just released his new Never Surrender high tops. There's only 1,000 being released, and at $400 a pop, they will probably not put a dent in the judgment against him. So I hit the streets today to talk to some real sneakerheads to see if these are cop or drop. They know I'm the bomb. Now, what do you think of these sneakers?
You know, it's very patriotic. I think that there's no rules in fashion. You can wear whatever you want, but me personally, I would not wear it.
Would you cop these? Like,
No.
you wouldn't?
Nope, hard pass.
It looks very 2009 dated.
They look like they don't bend.
What are your thoughts on this shoe?
Trying to be chic,
Okay.
but also very nationalistic.
Got you. Now, would you wear this shoe?
No.
Okay. So you think if you wore these to school, you might get, like, roasted up?
Definitely.
Yeah. Because, like, what grade are you in?
7th.
You're in 7th grade?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
6'1". I play basketball.
You should. Do you think there's a sort of like Mike situation where as soon as you put them on, you get indicted?
Probably.
If not indicted by the judicial system, he'll be indicted by society.
Do you think they go up even higher or they go down if he goes to jail?
I think if he goes to jail, they're probably going like 20K, something crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. People are nuts like that.
I'm wearing these, right?
Yeah.
I get robbed. They get taken off of me.
You're not gonna get robbed for those, brother.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. So this is really like robbery repellent right here.
Some people might try to give you tips on fashion, like, why are you wearing those?
Oh, okay.
Shoes are very symbolic of who you are as a person. So if you have up shoes, you might be a up person.
I mean, yeah, those are pretty bad, but what about your shoes, dog?
What?
Those are some dirty ass shoes, bro.
What?
This is some stank ass shoes.
Oh, hell no. You about to run a marathon?
It's really about
never did that move.
It's really about Trump, is it? You lucky you bigger than me, man.
Super hurricanes, drought, wildfires turning New York City the color of Sunny D. Across America, climate change is wreaking havoc and driving people from their homes. And experts say this is only the beginning.
This is in the order of millions of people.
So where might they go? Climate researchers say the answer is in and up. Think Duluth.
Wow, so millions of coastal elites like myself will one day be flocking to Minnesota?
Is this the city of the future? Let's find out. Am I moving? I can't feel my legs. I'm not moving. Why was there not a jacket in my suitcase?
To learn more, I met with Chief Sustainability Officer Mindy Granley.
So tell me about Duluth.
Well, Duluth is a great city. We're on a great lake. We have lots of fresh water.
Do you mind
in here.
if we finish this inside? Because if I don't go inside in 7 seconds, my heart's going to explode.
Of course.
Okay, come on, let's go. Oh my gosh. Let's go. So what were you saying about Duluth?
Duluth.
What were you saying about Duluth?
Well, experts have called Duluth a climate refuge because we're a place that's fairly safe from the worst effects of climate change.
You're talking about in 50 years when this climate change thing like really gets bad, right?
A few people are moving here now from California because of climate change.
So you're telling me people are moving here from the good states?
Yes.
Mindy claims Duluth has big advantages, like 10% of the world's drinking water in Lake Superior and room for up to 10,000 new residents, because it's basically that barren ice planet from Star Wars.
Some people can handle 80 inches of snow every winter, and
80 inches of snow?
over 80. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Do you think those big UN climate change summits would be more effective if people knew that the alternative was having to move to Duluth?
Well, there's really no bad weather, there's just bad clothing.
Bad clothing. So people are still wearing Balenciaga here.
We don't know what that is.
Despite this vast cultural divide, coastal refugees are getting ready to flood Duluth. But are the locals prepared?
There's a migrant caravan of Californians coming. They're bringing their spin instructors, their kombucha makers, their oat milk. You ready for that?
I don't mind having a few more friends.
Any advice for, refugees that are coming here?
Oh, sure. You need to dress really warm.
They can't dress warmly because then they would lose their job as Instagram models.
Well, it's going to be hard to be a bikini model here.
I mean, you're laughing, but this is important to my culture.
Your culture.
It felt like we were speaking two different languages, but how deep was this divide?
Polo or rugby?
Ooh, rugby, for
Why?
sure.
Why?
Because I like sports that...
No, I don't mean the sport. I'm talking about names for children. Polo or rugby.
Neither.
Are there any members-only exclusive clubs here?
Well, there's Sam's Club and Costco.
So I can do cocaine in the bathroom there?
I even got some words of wisdom from former Duluth Mayor Emily Larson, seen here in a press conference last July.
Duluth is gritty and resilient and real. We work hard. We really care about each other.
That's going to be tough for some of these people in LA because they don't work hard and they don't care about each other.
But the first wave of Californians are already here. So how are they surviving?
It does feel like another planet sometimes.
Meet ex-Californian and environmentalist Jamie Alexander.
We packed into a camper van thinking we were gonna drive out here and spend the summer, and then wildfire season of 2020 happened, and I decided to move my family here because of climate change.
Let's be honest, okay? There's no Dulutherans here. Is it Dulutherans? Dulutherians?
Duluthians.
Duluthians. All right, let's be honest. There's no Duluthians here, okay? This place sucks, right?
It doesn't. I love it here. I want to live in a place where it feels real.
People say that Dulutherans, Dulags, are more real people. A New Yorker spits in my face, it feels pretty real.
Yeah. I mean, I think what is meant by that is here, you're connected to your neighbors. Everywhere is going to experience climate impacts. If a climate-related, weather event happened, would you be able to lean on your neighbors?
I've lived in New York for 7 years. I don't know my neighbor, and I don't want to know my neighbor. Next question, do you have a winter jacket for me? This is not cutting it. And my BMI is like under 2%. You know what I'm saying?
Jamie told me to really understand Duluthians, I would have to walk a mile in their shoes, even if mine were nicer.
These boots are Louis. I'm not going to get snow on them, am I?
You probably will.
You ready to do it?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Shoot. They're kind of hard to walk in at first. Okay, there goes my suit. Hey, those look like huge, almost rats.
They're deer.
Do they ever take the pizza out of your hand when you're in the subway or anything?
No.
No. You're lucky.
Duluth was starting to grow on me, but there was just one problem.
The idea that there's like a climate-proof city is A, it's not true at all, and B, it's dangerous because every place on Earth is already experiencing climate impacts, and climate change is happening now, and people are making huge life-changing decisions because of it.
Then what the am I doing here? I left my wife and family for a week to come here, and it's not even a real climate refuge?
No.
Damn. I knew the only thing that could cheer up this coastal elite was hitting the spa. But unfortunately for me in Duluth, even the spa is terrifying.
We had to remove 30 inches of ice so that you can go jump in it.
Oh my God.
And your body is gonna tell you you're gonna die, but you're retraining some of those neural pathways in your head to say, hey, I can handle hard stuff.
Yeah, I can handle this.
Going in.
Maybe once I get used to it, the cold isn't so bad.
I'm frozen to the thing.
Well, at least I can go back to New York. Oh, God damn it, that's my car!
In New York, you've got to have a side hustle, whether it's being a naked cowgirl or being an older naked cowgirl. But I recently learned about a new hustle that's actually helping the planet.
The way to make some easy money, get some video of a trucker idling in New York City. There are hefty fines for dirtying the air, and so-called idle warriors get a share.
To learn more, I met up with the Idle Warriors, a group of citizen vigilantes who are cashing in on this green gig.
They say idle hands are the devil's workshop. What made you decide to use your idle hands to stop idling?
Over 7 million people die every year on this planet due to air pollution.
And we could change this if we just turned our engines off.
The anti-idling law was created in 1971 by the city of New York, but it wasn't being enforced at all.
Huh. So it's kind of like when white people do drugs.
I thought that if citizens got an opportunity, they would do it.
As an environmental attorney, Samara Swanston wrote a law allowing any narc Yorker to report an idling vehicle and collect 25% of the city fine. That's almost $88 a pop. But what if I don't want a Karen on my Amazon driver?
The companies are the ones who pay the fine. The drivers themselves do not pay the fine. It's the owner of the commercial vehicle.
So you're actually snitching on the companies.
What we're actually doing is holding big companies like Amazon, Con Ed, and Verizon accountable for polluting our air and literally killing people in New York.
That is so cool. See, in elementary school, I was always known as a tattletale, but now I'm saying that that was just good training to be an environmentalist.
Okay, so we're taking down the man, not my actual mailman.
Clearly, this isn't about the money, but we're all friends here. How much do you make?
I know gentlemen that have made over $100,000 a year.
What?
Wow, I'm not a mathematician, but if I take the sum of my credit card debt, add it to the cost of being a woman in America, multiply by 84% of what a man makes, and subtract the earnings from reporting on a dozen idling vehicles, I'm rich.
How many people know about this? Am I getting in on the ground floor, or is this like Bitcoin, where I'm gonna have to cut my losses by selling my Beanie Babies?
It's only about maybe 20 to 30 of us who are submitting the bulk of the complaints.
I think we should just keep it between us. It's like an orgy. You don't want to advertise it to everybody. You want a small, dedicated group, and hopefully Jake Gyllenhaal.
Well, with an orgy, you would think the more the merrier, and we hope that everybody participates.
Our ultimate goal is for idling to end. The best payment we can get is clean air.
Money.
Clean air,
And
actually.
clean air.
There's so much idling going on that as long as you're in the right place, you can really get one after another.
Let's snitch.
We are a group of vigilant New Yorkers looking out for the best interests of our neighbors.
I wrote this bill because I wanted to see a change in the future.
I have a Nordstrom credit card that hasn't been paid off in 7 years. Are they even in business anymore? What do? I'm ready to make some money. A difference. Make a difference.
You have to keep your ears tuned to the sound of engines.
Listening ears on.
Listening ears, yep. Then you use your iPhone to capture the headquarters address and the license plate. See these blinking lights here on this truck van?
Yes.
That's a good signal that they're idling.
So when I see these blinking lights,
there's a good opportunity to be just like that. So.
And then how long do we do this for?
For 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah, it's a long period of time, but it's
I gotta
okay.
do this for 3 minutes?
If you want to get paid, you have to do it right.
Turns out activism is really boring and dehydrating. I'm just gonna pop in for a quick marg. You want a marg?
That's fine.
Confronting truckers takes balls. Luckily, George and I have those balls.
I'm gonna go and tell that driver that he's breaking the law.
George?
Yes.
I just want you to know.
Yes.
I'm right here with you. I am right behind you. I got your back.
Thank you.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because we're partners for life.
Love it.
I'm right behind you.
Can you shut the engine off so you're compliant with the law?
I'm not with him. What a great team.
So you think you've learned enough to go out on your own?
Oh, totally.
All right. I'm going to welcome you to become an idle warrior.
George, you can count on me. After a full day of saving the Earth, it was time to celebrate with my fellow warriors. This round's on me.
Cheers to the real superheroes protecting this planet. Woo!
Yeah, Valhalla.
So when do we get paid?
It takes about 2 years.
Okay, I'm out.